turn buyers into influencers. In the marketing world, a key phrase is peer influencer. Peer influencers are people whom prospective buyers know personally. They are powerful forces in the online world, where researchers have been measuring their effects on selling products, especially using social media tools like Twitter and Facebook. You don't have to be a hyper-connected user of social media to turn buyers into influencers. Todd Miller, president of Classic Metal Roofing Systems, an Ohio-based company that does $20 million a year in annual sales and sells through a nationwide network of 120 dealers, created a referral maximization program that he sees as a solution to the problem many business owners are up against: the high cost of generating good, solid sales leads. Miller was inspired to create the program when consumers started to TiVo their favorite TV shows and skip over the commercials. He looked around and saw that with the convenience of internet connectivity, the yellow pages and local newspapers had lost effectiveness as well, indicating a decrease of standard advertising routes to reach prospects. But Miller figured that if dealers put their energy into getting word-of-mouth referrals, they could cut out all or some of their advertising budgets. A dealer could instead spend the money on finding a customer who talked to friends and neighbors and persuaded them to buy Classic roofs. Miller said that a dealer could cut out all advertising after 2 years and still double sales each year, year after year. The number of referrals from that original influencer and the new fans who generated more customers would return multiples on the sale, and by year 10, Miller figures it's possible to have 384 referrals from that one initial super satisfied customer. That's partly because the new customers are pre-qualified on price. You know that the customer already understands the price level of what you're talking about, Miller said. Making fans the goal of Miller's referral maximization program is to turn customers into stark raving fans of Classic Metal Roofing Systems product, installation, sales process, and customer service. What we ask our dealers to do is to really stress to every customer that, hey, I really depend on referrals from past customers to make my business work, said Miller. For the customers, that means that the dealers should be very committed to making them happy. Miller admits that none of his dealers have actually embraced referral maximization to the extent he preaches. He said the reason is that it requires a whole new way of thinking and working, a new paradigm for the whole company. Installers have to embody pride in the company and complete jobs on time, with customers kept advised on any difficulties. In fact, there should be frequent communication with the owner, regardless of whether problems exist. Letters of thanks should go out as soon as jobs are finished. And rebates, if appropriate, should be offered. Rebates? Well, why not? Miller suggests taking a portion of that old advertising budget and allocating it to incentive payments to satisfied customers. For instance, he suggests that the salesperson, with the satisfied customer's enthusiastic approval, hold an open driveway at the completion of a job, inviting neighbors to come and inspect the roof, enjoying some hamburgers and hot dogs and a pleasant time. And he recommends that the salesperson continue to check in 3 or 4 times a year, especially after weather events, to see how the roof is performing, thus staying on that satisfied customer's radar. If all of that sounds like a lot of work for the dealer, it is, but dealers must become customer-focused if they want to discover and nurture peer influencers. Frank Farmer, a dealer for Classic and president of American Metal Roofs in Flint, Michigan, has created his own version of the referral maximization program. His version doesn't eliminate advertising, but it uses a portion of that money to change his sales reps' behavior so they become customer-focused, not prospect-focused. Farmer's reps work extensively with new customers to communicate the company's marketing program, which pays $500 for customer referrals. He is continually refining the details but credits his customer incentive programs, which have run since 2008 and have kept a lid on sales costs, while many other companies in Michigan are spending 50% more to get the same results they were getting prior to 2008. He has maintained his $5.5 million sales volume in one of the most economically depressed parts of the country. Make leads, don't take leads. Farmer's salespeople talk extensively with every customer, explaining how the installation is going to run, and explaining the marketing program that they'd like the customer to get involved in. If a customer agrees, he will have a sign on his lawn for 60 days. Initially, it will be a traditional contractor's sign, but will then be replaced with a happy customer sign. The sign reads, "Call me about my metal roof," and has a space for the homeowner to write his phone number in bold, black lettering. Any referrals from that sign are worth $500 to the homeowner. Customers are also invited to feature their homes in American Metal Roof's annual Parade of Homes brochure, which goes out to the company's prospects. The brochure contains photos and addresses for 50 to 75 homes that potential customers may drive past. Show homes have signs in the yard with invitations to stop and talk, and again, there are incentives paid for referrals. Customers' participation in the brochure is voluntary. A different program pays incentives to potential customers who go to American Metal Roof's website, then visit the showroom, an automatic $100 credit, or go out and visit a job site, $100 credit, or visit up to 3 homes in their neighborhood, a credit of $100 each, where a roof has been installed. Total, $500. We find that with people who take the time to go out and look, our close rate is much higher, said Farmer. Some 25 to 30% of his business comes from referrals, with emails to prospective customers, sharing tips around the house. We communicate with them in a non-selling way to get them familiar with our product. The company gets 3 to 5 leads a week off that. Eventually, those prospects are connected with existing customers, stark raving fans who describe their experiences, wowing customers so they'll become, in effect, your best salespeople. Doesn't happen by just rolling out a program. It starts with the experience your customer has, which is something all companies understand, but few fully embrace.